I should do my uploads later today. I have a lot to upload. What is my mouse? Oh, the game is probably open. Ah, it is. Alright, give me 1 sec to focus window and such. There it is. Hopefully. Oh, there it is. Hey yo. Um, ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba, ba. Okay, should be clear there. Nice. And have 13 VODs to upload. Yeah, okay. I'd better do that. After today's stream, that is. Okay. Hello, everybody. What is the time right now? 6:03. Ta-da! Yo, what's going on here? Oh, click. Before we get started, can I just say something? Hello, Shazza, by the way. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well with after the little break. I actually took only like half an hour. Crazy. Think you've actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. Of course. A lot of people don't take that stuff seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. Dang, okay. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. Aw. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Alright, I thought they'd be checking. Hi, Shinmei. Welcome, welcome. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Oh. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want, even if it's not the correct time, you've earned it. My favorite time. Man, now I have something I have to think about for next time. I'll let you get back to the video game now. Yo, that's wholesome interaction. Feeling a little sleepy, so I might just disappear at some point? Yeah, no worries. No problemo. I appreciate you being here, regardless. Even if just for a little. Alright, just gonna drink some water and then we'll hop back in. Hopefully the audio is good. Yo, Reds! Good morning! How are you doing? Okay. Water consumed. Well, was the sleep good? Too lazy to get out. I feel that. I feel that. I think we all feel that. Okay, hopefully the audio is good. Hi, Levy. Hello, hello. Welcome back.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I'm just checking, using this as an audio check. It seems
Stanley
loud,
worked
though.
for a company in a big building where
down.
he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk.
Okay, that should be good. Let me know how that is.
Push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day.
Fancy seeing you here. Wild, right?
Every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
To be fair, this
No
is
one
his
showed
entire
up to
life.
give him
I'm sure he could
instructions,
figure it out.
call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, I got an achievement for coming back to the game, it looks like. That's fun. Yeah, welcome back, quit the game and start it again. That's fun. Alright, so, last time we actually made it through a fair few endings
All of
already.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the
So I'm
meeting.
gonna just try and
Perhaps
remember
he had
which ones we
simply
haven't
missed a memo.
gotten, because there's, so if anyone doesn't know, I have watched playthroughs of this game back like a long time ago. Say like, so it will still be like fun to re-experience stuff because I don't remember all the details. But I pretty much know all the routes to get all the endings. And then we'll look at the new content, which will be completely fresh, and I like have not heard like much about it, so it should be exciting. But I don't think we did the window ending last time, so let's go do that because I thought
No
we could
matter how
jump.
hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find
Oh,
a
I don't remember
trace
how you
of
get
his
up on here.
co-workers.
You can crouch, but I don't remember how you like. You like. Uh. How do you do it? I forgot how you do it. Is it crouch? Yo, we did it.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
Yo.
He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary.
This is one of the
Influenced
endings
video
that
game
really stuck out to me
structure
when
and
I
its
first
examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why
Yo.
don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
No.
Ah, then in that case, we'll continue. Now, here comes the real question.
Real
What do you
questions.
think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in
Nope.
the first
I am the
place.
sort of player who
Oh,
thinks about every
now
dialogue
think
path.
about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back
I
here
forgot
just
that
to
they
do the
call
other
you out for
option?
stuff like
Clearly,
this.
this whole gag takes some time.
Oh my
What if
gosh.
the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration?
I sat through all
Which?
the skip
Perhaps you
button
just
narration.
played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky.
Ah,
Well
unfortunate.
now, I've built up the other options so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
I forgot that that was like the that's what this ending was. It's literally just this. Nope. Nope. Yeah, and I think there is no more dialogue for this. Oh my gosh. I feel targeted. It's a very clever game.
All of his co-workers were gone.
I am
What
too
could it mean?
curious. Let's go
Stanley
do it.
decided
Let's
to
do
go
it,
to the
Shinmei.
meeting room.
Let's
Perhaps
do
he
the
had simply
thing
missed a memo.
that we want to do.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was
Yo, comment. Thank you for the raid. Hello, everybody. I hope you are all doing well today.
Structural narrative tropes. So,
We are having
now that
fun.
you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
See, fun and
Why don't we
unique.
take a minute just to drink it all in?
Mm-mm. Isn't this fun?
Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
What if I say yes
Well,
now?
I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them
Oh,
appropriate.
oh my
I'm
gosh.
enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible
All right.
and see how long you can maintain.
Yeah.
There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told,
you can see the windows
he was
still.
not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some
So many
kind of
Kabi-kun.
drug.
Many
He
Kabi-kun.
did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function.
Beautiful.
Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. Yes. You too will become quite unbearable.
Beautiful. And then I think that's it. Could you go you? She did take that from this. I don't know, Levy. I think that might be a compliment. Question mark. Beautiful. All right. Oh my gosh, what a joy.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Gangly also a compliment? Not so sure about that one. Yes, okay, so this is the stuff we'll get to later on, but we first have to revisit everything else.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley
we've done the
decided to
broom
go
close
up to
ending.
his boss's office. Hoping he might
We've done the
find a
confusion
common
ending,
to a
which is down there.
staircase. Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Wee. And I don't remember how many, like, outstanding in the way things there are. Got the feeling. Oh, yeah, no, I think we've seen this one. I don't know if there was anything to do here. Can we use the bathroom? Can we flush the toilet? Extreme bathrooms. It's a bit hard to read. Well. Nice. Is it in here again? Oh yeah. Business strategy. I don't know if I picked up on this last time. Like, business strategy. Oh, this is the elevator that like has funny music. I don't know if there was anything you can do with it. Can I close the door?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
I forget what the code was.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What
two,
dark secret was being held from him?
7, 5,
What he could
9.
not have known was
I think I had an
that
8,
keypad
right? Like a
behind
2
the
and an
boss's
8.
desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
An interesting picture.
28445.
It's, you know,
Of course,
if you
Stanley
ever wanted
couldn't
to go into
possibly have known
business.
this.
Oh, I didn't hear the code. I wasn't paying attention. Was it like this or something? No, okay. I'll wait for him to say it again.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that
2845.
the combination
Oh, thanks,
was
Jimmy.
2845.
2, 8, 4, 5.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. he stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Spooky. Hello. Off we go.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
What a long elevator
This
ride.
question would not go unanswered for long.
Whee!
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I forget what was down here. Did I end up doing it? I know we went down here and did like the Defiance ending.
Although this passageway had the word
I don't know if I went the whole way
escape
there.
on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Nope. Let's find out. I forget if I did it or not.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Hooray! Isn't that just... No, I don't think I did go here. Hello. Oh, maybe I did. Oh, I did. Never mind. Yeah, this is the museum ending, isn't it?
As the machine whirred into
Yes, that's right. Oops. Okay, we have done that one. Sorry, friends. I forgot what was down there. That's a cool ending.
all of his co-workers were gone.
Okay, so we're taking both routes there.
Stanley
I think the
decided
only
to
one
go to
left there is
meeting
the
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
freedom ending.
When Stanley came to a
So
set
the
of
obey
two open
everything ending?
doors, he entered the door on his left.
He sure did.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his coming to a staircase. Stanley walked upstairs to
Oh, I
his
can get
boss's
the
office.
speedy dialogue.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once
here we
again
go.
stunned to discover not
Oops.
an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few minutes with some calming new age music.
Brilliant. This stalls you anyway.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley
Perfect.
calmly walked forward into the opened passage.
Yes, calmly. That's right. We're as calm as a kitten. Ta-da! All right. Just checking. Okay. If there are any achievements to pick up. There's not many in this game.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Hello.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Spooky.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life.
Hello.
Their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Ooh,
And
what's going on
Stanley,
there?
one of them, eternally
Weird.
monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh, yes. The passage.
This mind
Person
control
up.
facility, it was too horrible to believe it couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I love the working world. Isn't that just fun?
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Dun dun dun.
The heart of the
Seems like real life to me. Yep,
control was
exactly.
labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very
Is there like a
And as the
dialogue
cold
if I
reality of
skip
his
through
past
here?
began to sink in, Stanley decided
Okay.
that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Alright, so we've already
For
done the
he
on ending.
would
Oh, that's loud. Sorry guys. It was a very loud sound effect. Dun dun dun.
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Goes right on now then. Alright.
He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Where is
Where
this?
had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps
Ooh,
his
spooky.
goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
What if I step backwards, trips over backwards, falls?
Stanley felt the
Ah,
cool
the
breeze
camera
upon his
reshifts.
skin,
How nice.
the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Hooray. What a nice ending. Always funny how the taking the obedient path is the one that sets you free. Very purposefully ironic. That was the front door, the widest front door ever? Yeah, that was huge. So I think that's all the left
Stanley
door
decided to go to
endings.
the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I think we have a couple more on the right side. Not many though.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Yes, truly a room worth admiring, but eager to get back to business.
Okay, so I
Stanley
forget
took
what was
the
actually down this
first open
left
door on
door
his
as well,
left.
so that's one thing to consider.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
I forget what's down here.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to
Oh,
go
that's
from-
right, he gets confused, but I forget if there's anything else that he gets to... Oh, is this the broken game? Yeah. This is when you like go to the part where he's like, no, I haven't even modeled this part of the game yet. Yes, I think so.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the
You know,
meeting
maybe
room,
when
and
you're
Stanley knew it perfectly
really
well.
big and squishy, you
Perhaps
need
he
a
wanted
big,
to stop
wide
by the
front door
employee
anyway,
lounge
Levy.
first, just
Maybe
to
that's what
admire
that's
it.
for. Just in case.
Yes.
You never
this
know.
room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Alright, you ready for the best ending
Stanley was so
ever?
bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
So I don't think we had that one yet.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, there's a very similar ending, but it's slightly different.
Stanley knew it perfectly well.
This
Perhaps he wanted to
is
stop
fun
by
one.
the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Stanley Strong, of
The
course.
lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yes, of course.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control...
Maybe you need to wait for it for a bit. Okay. So I know that once it starts moving, you can jump off
all
it
of
and it
his
will be different.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Yeah,
Stanley
I'm not
decided
sure.
to go
The
to
trigger might be
meeting
it has to start
room.
moving
Perhaps he had
first.
simply missed a memo.
Because the sign explicitly says, like, no jumping off while it's moving.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not
I think
the correct
something
way
like
to the
that.
meeting room,
So
and
I think it's a
Stanley
hint
knew
towards
perfectly
ending.
well. Perhaps he
Splat!
wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first but eager to get back to
Wait, that's
business,
different dialogue every
Stanley
time, isn't
took
it?
the first open door on his left.
Hold on, I might need to go back and review that. That's funny.
Stanley
just
was so bad
realized.
at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
There might be other instances of that.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about
I'll wait till,
nothing
like,
but
we're on that
you
side.
all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Maybe it has to stop.
But in his eagerness to...
No, I'm not sure what the condition is then. I swear it is. Like, there's a thing where
All
you...
of his co-workers
Huh.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I have to check the condition for that. I might also look up, like, just to check that I haven't missed
When
any
Stanley
endings as
came
well.
to a set
Aside
of
from the
2
baby
open
game
doors, this
ending.
was
I'm
not the
not sitting
correct
here for
way to
4
the meeting
hours
room,
pressing the
and
buttons. Sorry,
Stanley knew it
guys.
perfectly
I
well.
know.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach.
Okay, this is
giddy in a
definitely
way he
different.
had never known before.
So if you return here a
Was it
bunch.
this room? A connection between the two? Could a man
So I
love
accidentally
you?
skipped over the first couple,
mean,
like, bits of this.
Truly,
I might have to go
deeply,
back and check.
madly love.
I wonder if there are other rooms where you can do this sort of thing. There might be triggers. That's really funny.
Yes.
And then
really,
I think this is
really worth it being
the same
here in
dialogue
the
now.
room. A room so utterly captivating.
Yeah, okay.
that even
So it's
though
just
all
upon
your
entry,
co-workers
that
are
first line is
mysteriously
a bit
but
different.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Or maybe it's when he's talking?
Stanley
No,
was so bad at following
hard to say.
directions. It's
Okay, I'll
incredible
give it
he
one more
wasn't
attempt, otherwise
5
I'll look
years
it up.
ago.
A bit later, after we've done some of the other endings that I'm sure
Stanley,
about the
I think
requirements.
perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing
Well,
your
can you, like, get
trust
on the
in someone
rail and then
else
jump
can
off?
be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you
Maybe.
all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Okay, I
Are
might
you
be able to
that
do it from here,
convinced that I
or
want
something.
something bad to happen to you? Why? I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. But in his eagerness to prove
Nope.
that he is in
Okay.
control of
I don't know what the requirement is. I'll go check it out a bit later. Oh well.
all of his
That's okay.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he
Maybe
had
there's more
simply missed a
dialogue for the
memo.
meeting. Or the other room, the employees lounge.
When
Maybe.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic. Like a combination of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this exact room.
Great.
It all made Stanley uncomfortable.
Oh.
And he started to bleed a little.
Oh.
This made him smile. At last, proof that he was human.
Oh.
Yes, really, really worth it being here. And
All right.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first
Okay,
open door
yeah.
on his left.
Okay. Sure.
Stanley was so bad at following directions. It's incredible.
Alright, so we've
he
got 2
wasn't
options here. We've
5
got that
years
one here
ago.
and this one here. I'll probably
Look,
take this one
Stanley, I
first.
think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Because they
I'm
both
not
have
sure
2
any
endings each as well, and we've done one from
I
each of
realize
these.
that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've... What? Really? I
Ta-da!
was in the middle of something. Do you have 0 consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
So we've also done all the defiance from here as well, so we'll follow him through here.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The 2 of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here.
Okay, yes, content warning. I think this is where the content warning comes in. This ending is legitimately a little bit dark, so watch out. I think this is the one.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Wow. Isn't that nice? I don't remember if there's much dialogue for staying here.
No, wait. Where are you going? Right. Where were we?
They're pretty lights.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
It's a little bit mean.
No. What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here. You are going to stay here, aren't you? You heard me before, didn't you? You will die! What about this isn't getting through to you? Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing. No! Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room? There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
Is there something that happens if you stop moving? Let's drink some water while we're at it. Wow, what a shape.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
Off we go.
No. No, no, what are you doing? Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Just like real life, but better.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me? My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
It's a little bit intense. It's very sad.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
You're putting the same chain input, expecting it to work for this type of shot. I see. Oh man, when your stairs cuts for like the 10th time and you keep trying to build stairs.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Well, time to go back to GTR.
All of his co-workers are gone.
Ah man, that's a sad ending.
Stanley decided to go to the
Alright, let's go to something a
Perhaps
little
he'll
more
simply
fun.
missed a memo.
Yeah, that ending is like, yeah, that's why there's actually like a content warning on this game.
Not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Alright,
Perhaps
let's
he
go
wanted
see
to
something
stop
more
by
fun.
the employee lounge first, just to admire it. And here it was, the lounge. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the
Oh, there's
first
probably extra
open
dialogue
door
for like
on his left.
I wonder how many lounge dialogues there are. Jeez.
Stanley
seem to
was
be a
so bad at
lot.
following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Whee! Okay, let's go somewhere fun and not throw ourselves off straight
Look,
away.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story is
It's no joke, he's just sad at almost like actually having an existential crisis. Yeah, absolutely. It's very deep.
someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Off we go.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself.
Boxes,
to put
my
your work
favorite.
aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Hello. So we picked up the phone last time.
You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone. As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not
Brilliant.
picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making
Exactly.
in the real world. Please observe this helpful
Yo,
instructional video.
I'm hyped.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could
Yes.
invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people.
Wow.
Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack of
My
crack."
goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having
Making
back
choices on a regular basis is the best part of a healthy decision-making process.
Oh
Most medical
man.
professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Mm.
Ah, welcome back. You may have
Ah.
noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate
Oh.
as a result of narrative contradiction.
Ah.
But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Yes. Hello there, Carl. Oh my gosh, long time no see. Hey, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Something I learned that amazed me. The narrator for those segments is the same person as the narrator in the rest of the game. Yeah. Wait. Oh, in that. He's too skilled. He's too skilled. Yo, that's insane. That is insane. So cool. Oh my gosh. Hanging in, that's good. That's good.
Your choices are meaningful. We can't have you.
Oh, is it if you jump off here that there's an ending?
Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through.
I
the
don't.
story.
Yeah,
That
okay, maybe if you like
story
stand there,
makes
then you
no sense
can.
at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Alright, off we go. Right, and yeah, there's a thing here, so you can't like. Oh, you can. Oh, Oh, this is how you. Okay, all right. Brilliant. I think. Actually, I don't know. How do you do stuff down here? I forget what you have to do. If there's something you do have to do. Yo. Yo. Ah, in the white void. Okay. Oh. What? Fascinating. Nah, that's so good. I would have been very confused about what to do. No problemo. It's okay. For now, I am just going back through stuff that I watched like 10 years ago or whatever it was. So I do kind of know the contents of this. Actually, I don't remember this one. I don't remember what I had to do. Oh, this is new content? Oh. Okay. I thought there was one where you jump off while it's moving or something and you get an ending. I'll have to double check. Okay, well, either way. Sure. Let's find out what it is. Question mark. Hello. Do I have to like not move as well? Yo. When we jump off where it's moving, previously see if you made it to the ground here, there was nothing to be found. Wait, okay. So does it have to be actively moved? I must have mistimed it, because I tried it a couple times and it wasn't anything new. Huh, okay. Oh, that's spooky. Someone playing basketball or something? Am I? Gotta do it with the fences around it, huh? Oh, I'll have to have another look. Hello, Meep. Hi, one. Is that my... I see, everyone calls me Yoshi, but then you're coming here and calling me 100. Dun dun dun. Yeah, I think... So Coral's saying when you jump off where it's moving, but... I must have... Is it when he's talking about, like, correcting your decisions or something? How long do you have to sit here? Oh, a diagram. Or is it just, like, fun music? Ah, I see. That's pretty cool. So was it that you used to actually be able to access this area, but there was like nothing to find? Like you're just kind of like soft locked, I guess? Ah. Oh, okay. Wow, this is wild. Ah, it was just a soft lock then. Okay, right. That's wild. How cool. Other soft locks you can find that now have content. Oh, okay, right. So, right. Oh, that's such a cool way to work around like soft locks. Just having stuff that's not necessarily like a huge amount of... Huh. I think you couldn't do this before. It's interesting, because I had to crouch under, like, around the sign there, so I'm not sure. It felt kind of necessary. Oh, it was added for something else? What? Okay. Interesting. Well, I suppose we'd better head back then.
Stanley decided to go to the
Interesting.
meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself
Oh.
and constantly needed support and guidance from others, till the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
Is this after you like... okay, interesting. Part of the game design, exactly. I love these devs, so clever.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Have a good night, Shinmei. Thanks for hanging out. But... what did he say? I was too busy saying goodnight. I was like, I didn't expect that line to be so short. What did he... oh, Yasumi. Good night, Jinmei. Thanks again for popping in playing Mario Kart earlier.
Really worth it being here in the room, but eager to get
It
back
was
to
okay,
business,
right.
Stanley took the first open door on
That's
his left.
brilliant. Alrighty.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Alright, I'll figure to get this ending. So,
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps
Is
we've
it
gotten
here?
off on the wrong foot here. I'm not sure, but in his eagerness to
see,
prove that
I
he
keep
was in
getting
control of
this,
the
but I
story,
swear there's
no
another
one gets to
outcome.
tell him what to do. Stanley
So maybe there's a specific point you have to jump from. Not sure. Has been trying to correct me on saying Japanese too formally.
Stanley
No.
decided to go to the meeting room to
Jump
check
onto
with
the
his
catwalk.
coworkers. He never functioned well by himself and
Oh.
constantly
I
needed
did do
support
that and then
guidance
jumped
from
off from
others,
the
so
catwalk.
the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him. When Stanley came to a set of 2
Which
open
also
doors,
didn't
this was
do
not the
anything,
correct way
unless-
to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge
Yeah,
first,
will
just to
do.
admire
But
it.
I'm pretty sure, like, if you're...
It was okay.
so then he repeats from this point. Alright, so I'll have to go back as well at some point to check what the, like, second, third, fourth iterations were. I didn't see.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took
So I've done the
first
2
open door
endings
on his
when you
left.
follow the catwalk door.
Stanley was so bad at following
But-
directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Question mark.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not sure.
If you restart the game. I figure either that or maybe if I just go, like, go through the left door or something like that.
But the fact is that the
There
story
should be,
has
like,
been
some sort of way to
about
reset.
nothing but you all this time.
Go ahead and
There's
grab this
someone
ending
you've been
first.
neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Yahoo.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Hello.
She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone? Well, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose
So it
incorrectly.
actually skips forward a
I
little
didn't
bit.
even
That's
know
kind of
that was
nice.
possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
The her is like her on the other line. Could be
can't believe
anybody.
how silly
Exactly.
This is why you've been able to make
It could be
correct
your
and incorrect
dog.
choices, and to think I've been
Oh my
letting
gosh,
you
my
run
dog was
around in
calling
this
me.
game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making.
Just
in the
her.
real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if
So
you
this is
do
the same-
correctly, it can
wow.
also be the most dangerous.
Wow, that's pretty
For
incredible.
example, In this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert
I can hear
has
it now
a
that you
choice.
mention it, but if
He
not,
could
then I
invent a
yeah,
machine
I
that
would not have
eliminates food
realized.
shortages across the world to make life better for
Wow.
all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does
Absolutely,
not
yeah.
make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack." Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside.
Hooray.
At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise.
You wonder how
to
many
test
choices
and
you'll make?
reinforce
I
the
think sending
material
that
covered
message
in
was
this
already
video.
one choice.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun
And
to
the choice of
deteriorate
what
as a result of
word
narrative
he
contradiction.
used
But
for
not
each
to
of those
worry.
words.
Now that you're properly
It's also
informed
its
on
own
good
choice.
decision-making, we're
Bigger
going to revisit
choices.
the choice you made just a few minutes ago
What kind of
and
bigger
see what the
choices? What
correct
kind of
thing to
choices
do
are
would have
considered
been.
bigger?
This way, please.
Deciding what choices are bigger than others is also a choice. Which meal should I make today? That's a tough one. I wonder if I actually have free will.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful,
You know what? I can't be the person to answer that for you. That
imagine the main
is a
character
choice
dying
you have to
senselessly
make
halfway through the story.
on your
That
own
story
behalf.
would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible
Yeah,
before
fair
the
enough.
narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Magic. Wow, how pleasant. Things can trigger impulses which I feel aren't real choices. But then again, everything's built up from like impulsiveness to like, and there's layers, right? You have your, so like impulses, like biological conditions, like chemical, personality-based society. So, this is broken down at some point during my psychology class back in like year 11, 12. There's like the 4 levels of like decision making. I don't remember if it was decision making in particular. There's something like that though. Like biological, social, personal, and one
Almost
other one.
there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending.
Of
the
course.
story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Yay, real world. I sure do love the real world where I'm gonna be able to go have dinner. Woo woo. Maybe choices like stuff you'd write home about. Yeah, that's reasonable. Okay.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Yeah, that's a
I'm
reasonable way
quite
to think
sure
about
you'll
it.
be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All
Considering
right.
I keep a journal.
When
Yeah.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, are there 2 different endings from here now? Oh, I didn't know. Well, like I forgot. There are some things I have forgotten. Then I looked at my left monitor, then I looked at my middle one because it was active. Let's go this way.
No! Why did you do that?
Oh,
Quickly,
yes.
Hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Or does it not matter? Okay, right, so there's just a branching dialogue option, but not. Okay, I see. Alright. Oh, yes.
It's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work.
Oh, no.
Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work?
Right, it's very, like, everything
What's the answer?
is so
What
well
do
done in this
do?
game.
What
I
do
love it.
do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut
Lots
the
of
game down.
danger.
I have to.
Our favorite.
I have
Tasty, delicious danger. Oh, hi. Spooky. Oh my. Oh my.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever.
Whoa, that means I'm not a pile of
Now, where we
rubbish.
are. My entire
That's so
game was
nice.
destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason
is there
for it.
Branching
That
path
thought
if you
hadn't
decide to go
even
left
occurred
first.
to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you.
I actually don't
You're
know
a
now.
child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole
Yes, I assume there's at least a
facility,
branching dialogue
but you
option,
would
so I'll have to go
destroyed
look.
it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make behave exactly as Stanley would.
Oh.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting
Or
the
does it
story
loop until you
first.
go to the right
I'm
now?
quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Wacky.
All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ah. Ah.
Yet there was not a single person here
Ooh.
either.
Okay.
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Perhaps it does just loop
Stanley
through.
decided to go up to
Okay.
his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Huh. Huh. It. Oh.
Stanley
Right.
walked
Okay.
upstairs
Nope,
to
this
his
is still
boss's office.
different. What's going on? Yep, this is completely different. They're not letting you take any alternative paths. Yep.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley
most
wondered in
expensive
disbelief
boss.
who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door
that's
lay
right,
all
sis.
the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week.
Yes.
Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
He sure did. See, he's his speaking. That's how he talks. In button language.
Stanley spoke the
He
code.
did. He was
Night
speaking in
Shark
button language,
115.
SMH.
He
Just
spoke it
because you
into
don't
the
understand his
receiver,
language.
right there
So
on the wall.
disappointing. So disappointing, narrator. Come on now. Not good enough.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step. Okay, fine, you're not gonna do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
Ooh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me?
Absolutely.
You listening to this, Stanley? Are you
So many awards.
Okay.
His performance is phenomenal.
You need time to
Can
decide.
convey every emotion in the
Make sure
book
your choice
and
is
more.
right. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
There it is. Alright, and that's all the stuff that I remember how to do, which is most of it, I think. So I might actually just look at, because I imagine they've kept just all the original game endings. So if I find a guide that goes through all of the game's endings, like the original game's endings, I'll find everything I need, so I won't spoil myself. Hopefully. The thing. The gap? Okay, so actually, you know what? It would probably be easier if you do know where to go for everything, I can step you through what I've done, and then hopefully that'll, you know. So I've
A
got.
soft wind blew outside and
Oh.
perhaps rain started.
Oh.
And if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
That's cute. So we've done window ending, we've done button clicking achievement. I think we did everything on the left. So the left has, we've done Broom Closet as well. What does the left have? The left has, that just takes you upstairs or down, right? And then down you get confusion ending. Up you get freedom and disobedience like thing ending, and museum, I think. All the ones there. Right side, there's... no, museum ending is if you go right and then left. What was the other one? Oh, no. Never mind. Oh, okay, yeah, no, it is museum ending on the left, isn't it? If you go into the middle section, if you go right and then into the middle, I've done that one. I forgot again what that was. Oh, that's the everything becomes broken ending, isn't it? Yeah, I think. As in, the game is incomplete ending. And then on the right... So I think I did everything on the left then.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly.
Doing a bad job following along, that's
Perhaps
okay.
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
Okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
So I think... so I've taken the middle here. And then on the left... Yes, 2 endings on the catwalk. So there's the red door, blue door. Or I guess like go through the... There's the lots of death ending, and then there's the like other games ending. So I've done both of those as well. Yes, I have those two endings. Yep. Got those done. So the main one I was looking for, and then I've done the two endings out here as well, right? So there's the one I just did, and then there's picking up the phone. So I think that's everything, and jumping off regularly. And there should be, I think there's one more for like jumping off when it's moving, but I did that and I didn't seem to trigger it. And then I think that's all of the ones here. So there's 6 here, right? Two down there, 2 down there, 1 here, and then another here. I think another here. Mining new content? I mean, sure. I'm down. I'll probably grab dinner in a moment, but I was thinking of just cleaning up what we have on this side. And then that's most of the stuff I've done. After the ledge to the left. As in... Oh, like here, you mean, like along here. Vent access. Is there like a vent here? Doesn't seem... Ah, further hold on. So down here somewhere? Past the boxes, okay. Or like, if I crawl around here? Ah! That's the way the vent is. Ooh, hello. Oh, so you can like... Oh, can you like jump off of here and then cross onto there? Oh, okay. Right, gotcha. I was wondering if you needed to do some sort of... Yeah, new content unlocks them. That makes sense then, yeah. I've only done the first round of going through that door, and then I was like, okay, it looks like there's actually like more new content down that way, so I'll do the rest of the old stuff before I move on with it. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think I might have a look at... Oh, there's a flowchart here. Okay, original Stanley Parable flowchart. It's probably fine to look through. Door choice left. Oh, wow, this is very crazy. Start. Oh, the input received. Whiteboard, blue office. Oh, serious ending, yeah. Back out of the boss's office before the doors to close. No, I haven't done that. Oh, I don't remember that. Oh, so that's what I'm missing then, hey? Okay. Start, door, close, reluctant. Window, climb out. Are you? Yes, no. Okay, so I've done those. Left, first, or second. Okay, this is good. It's spoiler free since it's just like what you have to do, which is nice. So I'll check right side just in case, because I think right side we should have almost everything now. Hallway. And then it's just like left door stuff. Hallway, left door, maintenance, elevator, confusion ending, so I got that one. And then forward is just left door stuff. Like I said, right door I've gone. Cargo, upwards. Phone, so answer or unplug. Yep, okay, got those two. Cargo, down, death. Jump on catwalk. Door choice, door choice, door choice. Space. Blue door, you get the game's ending and our ending. So was there not two endings for... I swear there's two for dying from the cargo lift. I thought there was. Maybe I'm going crazy. Because I swear there was one where you just jump off and there's one where you, when it's moving, you jump up. It doesn't... I can't seem to find it. Okay, I guess not. It doesn't look like it's on the chart, so... Yeah, alright. I'm going crazy. In that case, left door then. So we've done everything on right door now. Left door is staircase, yeah, down for insanity. Boss's office, keypad. Cat. I should go quicker than the voiceover for music. Yeah, so we get the music. If we do it quickly, which we just did. We got the museum one, we got the bomb, we got, yeah, like life. So there's escape pod I'm like sort of remembering now, so that's if you do the backing out before the doors close. Okay. And then there's one for... So there's an elevator thing and a secret disco thing. Wait before going up in display room and press line. Okay. So there's two like little bonus things apparently, and the escape pod. So the escape pod seems to be the final ending for us. Look at is one specifically for Ultra Deluxe, and it does list two death ones, but I think it's new content. New content, possibly without the new. Possibly without the new content trigger. Interesting, huh? That's interesting. It's hard to say, isn't it? I guess we can always go back and check, but the biggest one that's outstanding now is the escape pod ending. So I think that's what we'll go for as our last like big thing, and so I'll do that after I grab lunch. Sorry, dinner though. So I've got to go do that. I'll be maybe say like 20 minutes. Ba, 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 ba. Yes, okay. Ba, 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 ba. Oops, that is off screen. Let's shuffle it. Oh, okay, never mind. We decided to auto format. That's very nice. I'll say about 20. It probably shouldn't be that long. But I appreciate your patience, you guys. For anyone sticking around, I'll catch you soon. If you have to head off in the meantime, though, thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll hopefully catch you soon. And thank you, Carl, for the help as well. And yes, no worries about the diagram. That's okay. I will. Yeah, that's why I figured I'd just pull up the old game stuff, because I imagine that's all like self-contained anyway, so it shouldn't spoil anything. So yes, we'll go grab that last one afterwards. All right, we shall be back soon. Okay. Oh, right, I was in the game there. Ba ba da ba. Hello, friends. We are back. Um. mm, 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 mm. Okay. Hello, everybody. This is me from the past while you're eating. Wanted to make a friendly reminder to close and restart the game when you return before continuing to play. No reason looking forward. Okay. Let's have a look. Very curious. So I have gotten the first reset. But I can definitely, oh, as in, hold on. Restart the game. Wait, so restart as in quitting to desktop? Or I didn't know it actually just brings you back here. Or like a full reset. Thank you. Much appreciated. Okay, gotcha. Oh boy, Luna's sitting there. Better not mess with the cables again, Luna. Don't do it. Alright. Okay. He said to put in my, oh, not he. I guess the text said to put in my favorite time when it came back. Favorite time? What's my favorite time? Um, what is a solid hmm. Eight's pretty good. That's usually when I'm off from like most things. So I know I can just chill. Let's say 8. Your favorite time of day? Aw. Could you simply not resist giving me the correct time again? Yo. After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. You did offer. Now I'm curious how accurate 8 p.m. is. Let's use another slider to find out. Oh, how accurate is it? It's almost accurate, actually. It just so happens to almost be that time. Let's say like that accurate. Can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. Okay. Interesting. It's good to collect data, of course. She had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Is this cluing into like the achievement for it? Maybe. Oh, for next time. Yo. Okay, sure. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game. So there's more of these interactions too. That's fun. I'm excited for that. Alright, so I suppose we'll hop in from here. Okie dokie. And then we saw this earlier today too. Alright. So off we go to... So what is the condition? Like, step out of the boss's office before the doors close? So that's...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not
Because I was trying to fix my setup, I managed to get through all of the interactions with the time-sitting entity by the time I actually started playing. Oh, wow, really? Oh, that's wild. Restarting it so many times because my PC was just blocked. Oh no. Oh no. Well, at least you have... Oh, I'm very curious if anything will change around here. Yep, okay, this changes. Brilliant. But yes, hopefully everything is fixed. Alright, so it's like... Do you have to run back really quickly or something? Oh, do you have to outrun that? Okay, I see. That's...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I assume that's what we have to outrun.
Perhaps
No wonder I forgot about this one. That's tough. Yes, okie dokie. Well, we have an objective now.
He entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either.
Don't get fired. No
a
way.
wave of
It's on a timer.
Stanley
Oh.
decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a
Not
staircase,
not by
Stanley
distance.
walked upstairs to his
Or
boss's office.
That's weird. I'd imagine distance as well, because whenever you get past like any door, usually the door closes behind you by default. But if it's also on a timer, like if you, kind of spooked. Like stand in here. Oh, okay.
Stepping into his manager's office.
Okay, okay, right. So I should like step past the doors and we'll get it. We'll get it. That's okay. We will get it.
Were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okie dokie.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors...
When Stanley Parable has tighter timing windows than a rhythm game.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Yeah.
Stanley decided
It's hard to
go
know
up
though.
his
I guess I
boss.
should just
Coming
like
to a staircase,
go
Stanley walked upstairs to
like
his boss's office.
because there is no like turnaround lag or anything, so I could just do that and then.
The moment.
Okay, it seems like it. It seems like it was on a timer. I just like stepped in there for a moment and then whipped right out. Nice. Okay, one shot. Totally. Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. Thank you, return to your office. Hey, yo. Oh. Void. You are now leaving. Oh, that's wild. as typical in these games, the elevator does not work until you've used it from the top, or something like that. Nope, okay, maybe from the top. Wacky. Nope, not here either. Alright. Right. Oof. Looks intimidating when you look at it from here. It's very dark. Escape. Ah, there we go. Hooray, escape. Oh. Mm. Yeah. Is is that the That's the ending? Like just Alright. I guess we got it. Interesting. So there's apparently like two bonus interactions too. Oh my gosh, no way. That's really wacky. That's such a I guess, yeah. There's not really any other case where you just like the narrator is cut off and that's it. Like, no more narrator. Bye. Finish. Felt weird on purpose. Okay, so what were the two extra things that I saw? So there was a secret disco. And there's an elevator, which is more than the third. So it looks like, I guess, after the third run, there's an elevator. Is that the elevator that's already here, like, instantly? Because... Okay, I'll go there so that we're on our way. But I swear... Unless there's... And it's been over the third... Oh, no, it would be because by the time I visited there, it was over the third attempt. Or like third ending. Maybe. On the way? Okay, yeah. Gotcha.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, so it's... Is it this elevator? Because, yeah, the first time I got here, this was here. And I got the elevator music. I don't know if there was anything else to it outside of elevator music. Is that all that there was here? Yes, okay. Gotcha. Then that's all it is then. Oh, good. Cool. Not a real ending? Yeah, that makes sense.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover
Was
not
it again
an indication
2578?
of any human life. What could it mean, he wondered. Desperate for answers, he began turning the room around looking for clues that might unravel the
2458?
situation. Until at last, he
No,
discovered
it's
a
2845, isn't it?
behind the boss's
Because I remember
desk.
misclicking
But
0.
alas, no code. For this keypad guided the
8,
terrible
4,
secret
5.
that lay buried. Stanley
Ta-da!
was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible.
Neither is Secret Disco, I don't think. Yeah, they seem to be colored lighter on this diagram, which seems to be indicating just like extra stuff, like not proper endings that like reset your game. But we may as well have a look since it's like the last thing on this diagram I haven't done. Aside from Baby Game, I'm not getting that. Or rather, not getting the 4 hours thing.
Feeling soothed,
That would take too long.
Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
So it says, wait on the catwalk, wait before going up in display room and press light bulb button. Wait before going up? As in like, press the... okay, I guess we'll see when we get there. Oh, I also don't know how many up and down interactions there were here. I did like 3 of them. But it seems like there could have been more, so that might be something to investigate at some point.
Deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
Because he has his dance pants on. He wants to go to the disco, man.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
So, wait before going up in display room and press light bulb button. So as in press the button and then wait? I think that's what it's saying. It says wait before going up, so we can press this button and then wait, I think.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
I guess we'll find out
Did he
together.
have the strength to find out?
It says before going up though, so maybe you just have to run all the way back to the start and press the first button again. Because this doesn't lock you out, right? It opens and then it doesn't lock you out until you go up. Yeah, okay, I imagine that's what it is. Because it says...
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
We'll see.
Each bore the number of an employee.
Oh, from the... Oh, it does...
Co-workers. The
Whoops.
lives of
Yep, okay, gotcha. It did log me from there. Never mind. Perhaps a good guess, but if pressing from the catwalk is a clever idea. I'll try that.
Decided to go to the meeting room.
Unless it opens up again? Maybe it locks while it's doing the tour. Oh no, I don't know anymore. I should have waited a bit. Yeah, maybe it does unlock again. We'll try pressing it from the catwalk, otherwise we'll do the wait. No problemo. We'll play around with it.
There was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his coming to a staircase. Stanley walked
Okay, we're speedrunners now. Look at how fast we are.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Dark secrets, the keypad, Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
I love the sort of quality of life, extra dialogue you get. It's brilliant. Yes, if you don't ascend in the elevator in the monsters room, the gates open up. Okay, gotcha. Right, so we do just have to go back to it. Alrighty. Thanks very much for that. Off we go then.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with...
Oh, no worries at all. I don't expect you to remember everything.
Hold, Stanley thought to himself. Did he
I certainly don't remember a lot of the stuff in video games after I play them. At least not the details. I'd be like, ah, yes, that section of the game, I remember that. I don't remember how exactly I got through it though. Nah, perfectly
Now the
fine.
monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an
Spooky.
employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
So I guess press the button, and then it will let me open up the gates to go back there. Okay.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Or maybe he just wanted to go to a disco. I guess we'll wait here, and then it should hopefully open back up. And that should be good. Hello, narrator. Aha! That's very sneaky. It's such a random point to have to wait at, because you could try waiting at every single one of these and nothing would happen. This is brilliant, I love it. Yo, William. High resolution secret texture. Love it. Does this actually mess up the ending as well? Like you can't actually do the thing? I'm curious. Does it go back to normal when you press the button? Secret of the year every year. No, it actually continues. That's so good. He's trying to do a serious monologue, and you're here just like jamming to the disco music. Okay, so it turns off by now, but that's funny. That was pretty good. Alright, off we go to the new stuff! Woo! I'm so excited. I will say at the very least, since I do follow their socials, I've seen a bit of... I know that there's a bucket involved, but that's all I know. I don't know anything about the endings. Okay.
Oh good, you notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay. Yeah, I know that there is a bucket, but that's all I know about it. Like, I really made sure to keep myself spoiler free, but at least like the one thing that kept slipping out was the bucket. I'm like, okay, all right, it must be like very prominent if everyone literally I could not escape it. I just saw bucket and I'm like, okay, that's a bucket. All right, gotta refresh. No worries. Everyone loves the bucket. Yeah, that's what it seems like. So I'm excited to find out what exactly it means. Or what it does, I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. Oh, I will see, I guess. Got the funny elevators again.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy.
Absolutely,
so forget
sure.
This ultra deluxe nonsense.
Oh boy.
I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever,
Whoa.
the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh. Okay. Alright.
you see? Isn't this far
Again?
superior to a measly re-release with a few
Wow.
minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel.
Okay.
An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions.
Yeah.
This is what fans have truly been asking for.
I mean, sure, if you say so. Wow, even the computer's now like higher tech. Look at this. And there's a black phone and a red phone. Oof, this is crazy. Really stepping up the whole sequel. The new mug. What is this? What is this saying? Can I see this? No I don't know if you can actually get around to read that. Oh man. Oh, there it is. No jumps remaining. Player. What? No jumps remaining. Player. I can't make it out. Cool thing about what's happening right now. I'm gonna say one thing that I guess you could consider a spoiler, but isn't really. You might already know there is some more new content than all the old content combined. Oh, okay. I heard there was a lot of new content. I didn't actually know that there was more than the. Okay. I didn't realize this game was that big. Like, I know they've been working on it for a really long time, but that's okay. I am very excited for this then. I didn't know it was that big. That's wild. That's wild. I'm very excited then. Welcome Investor Showcase. Investor
Calling it the
Showcase.
Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement.
Taste
right
the
there.
sequel. Can
It's
I?
future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation.
Oh, I don't know.
and
I can't use this
long-term
machine.
franchising potential.
Keep try. I'm gonna like sit here and interact with everything again because now I don't know if something might have a secret interaction. Look, it's new pop plants. Oh, oh, okay. That's okay. Feature. Let's call it a feature. This the game does a bit of that, so I don't know what exactly it's all about. It's just the opening room again. It's like a bug, yeah. What's going on over here? Oh yeah, look at this. It's so modern. What? Like everything is all glassy and stuff. So the Parable 2 is pretty glitchy. Yeah, that's unfortunate. What's in here? Ooh. What's going on here? They're partnered up with that one publisher. Unforgivable. Could you really judge it so early, Levy? Meeting at 2 p.m. Sincerely, management. From management to everyone. See me. Brilliant. New content is out. New content part 2 is in. Old busted. New hotness. Cool red section of the chart. Boring sections of the chart. I love this. They're back. 2 doors. Oh, yo, the 2 doors. I get it. Everything's 2. 2 times new. Is that New Roman? Like the font, right? If only this was a little bit easier to read. Man, unfortunate. Oh no, these are just different fonts. I don't know. That's funny. 1 single hour. No. 2 hours from 12 p.m. You can't say 1. 1 plus 1 is 2 minus 1 is. Well, brilliant. Okay. Every pause button is a Roman numeral 2. Yo. This is my second cup. Oh, this is brilliant. I love it already. 2. And there's like 2 profiles. Wonder what's going on here. More TSP, better TSP. Win-win, 1-2. Sequential mindshare, 1-2. Paradigm shift synergy. Brick and mortar approach. Envelope client-centric marketing. The color red. Leverage holistic value, 1-2. Stanley Parable 2. Whoa. Left side is 1, right side is 2. It's E. I don't know what the E means. E is 2.71, yes. That rounds up to 3 though.
Now, to be clear,
Oh,
I
lowercase
haven't
e.
quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
Okay.
I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them.
Sure.
It'll all work itself out.
I can believe
Game
it.
development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Oh, hello. 2. 2 Stanleys. Okie dokie. What have we got here? Number 2 chat. 1202, brilliant. Whoa. Who took the red mark at me? Two. There's a lot of 2s here. Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2. Sure, whatever you say. This, you know, you've got a lot of evidence here. Don't talk to me before I've had my sequel. Alright, this has to be the same stuff. You are the sequel. Oh, that's quite a claim to make. That's intense. This way to the show floor. No funny out of bounds that we can do here. There might be. Oh no! Good morning, Reds. Valued investors. Oh, I'm an investor now. Oh, look at this. Look at all the seats. Yo, what new features? Alright. Expo Hall 2. 2 really is more than 1. It's so much more. It's more than 1 factorial too, for that matter. It's crazy. Oh. Oh my. It's like the museum again, but like
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
this is it's a lot to take in. Alright. Stanley Parable 2 exclusive, the button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Name, that's new. Hear your name in the game. Enjoy the new features. Alright. Running, can you imagine? They're jumping.
For
What
the
about running?
Stanley Parable 2,
Okay.
I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized
Well,
and validated.
that's a
as
reasonable
people.
claim.
So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Save that for Stanley Parable 4. What do you think should come in 3 then? Walking, but walking was already good because you had like fully directional movement. And then you have running. We had crouching in the original game too. See, the original game set up a lot of precedent. Crouching was in the original game, I'm pretty sure. So, it's tough. Name, here yours today. Everyone's got one. Crouch running. Ah, crouch running. Right, you add running, then you add crouch running in the 3rd game. Perfect. Brilliant. Okay. same people. Alright.
Jim.
Sorry, I
Ah.
should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course,
Okay.
in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is.
Okay.
Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature.
Sure. I'm
Just
Jim,
tell me.
guys.
I promise you'll love it.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind,
Okay.
forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
My name is Jim.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim.
Yes.
Sleeping and waking as Jim.
I am Jim.
Falling in love and being heartbroken.
Oh,
as
this
Jim.
is...
Seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim.
I'm-
And as Jim, watching your
Yeah.
dreams crumble into dust.
Right.
Do you feel it deeply? Are you
This-
really
this is a
truly Jim
tragedy.
right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Alright.
Jim.
Yes! you
Incredible.
see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too
Right.
emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Jim.
Like how you could press it on the way down. Brilliant. Really annoyed if you don't roleplay as Jim. What if you just don't? How would he know? I guess he doesn't know. I guess that's the trick here.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh,
That
no.
would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
That seems a bit, I don't know, business strategy. Goes through the floor, it's beautiful. That was great. Epilogue.
Epilogue
Ooh.
would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Oh, the button. But of course. Oh. Didn't miss anything down there? It's... Is this, like, moving? It's hard to say. Because there's stuff over there, too. I'm gonna assume that I can access everything then. Okay, yeah, right. It's like the museum. Okay, thank goodness. Settings World Champion. Infinite Hole Free Achievement. Oh, okay. Sure. Okie dokie. Settings World Champion. That one's locked. What? Maybe it'll be accessible later. Jump circle!
You know what? Let's bring the jump
Yo.
circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle.
I wonder if
well.
there's a thing if you didn't
I
then, or
suppose
if you
it can
could
just
proceed
be
or
a
not.
nice decorative piece then.
Nice. Ow. Free achievement. Oh, that's incredible. Free achievement, get yours right now. Pull the lever, receiving new achievement. No more steps, it just works. Get yours right now. Not an achievement, have the Settings World Champion achievement. Ah, do you need it to access that room?
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement.
That seems pretty intense.
Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, it's just out of the monitor. A big old trophy. Can't actually see what's like that. It's a bit dark. That's okay. Ooh.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel.
to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all
Ah,
over
yes.
the world who have been
Ravenous
uproariously
fans.
demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it
Gamers,
will-
yo. Please pull me. Great, thanks. Truly amazing. I agree. Wholeheartedly. What an amazing feature. Oh,
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
okay. Collectibles. Can you find them? Can you collect them all? Yo.
Ah, collectibles.
Oh.
Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no
Oh.
reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up.
Of
You
course.
simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Wow, that seems. Wow, this is intense. Yo, there are actually 6 to collect. Oh, I love it. Oh, and you can't. Okay.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
The witness did that. Oh man. Expo Hall 2 guide. Ah, yes. Jump Circle, free achievement, button that says the name of the player, there's merch, settings world champion, Stanley Parable reassurance bucket, office decorations, epilogue, collectibles, infinite hole, and exit. In a very roundabout way, yeah. I mean, it's basically not telling you that then, right? Infinite hole. Is there anything else down that way aside from like the exit? Oh, I guess if you go down that way. Oh, that leads you back to the. Okay. Okay, so I guess we'll have a look at this. Oh, hold on. No screenshot. Please no screenshots. Okay.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one.
Uh-huh.
I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm
Balloons.
undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday.
Okay.
Which would you go with?
Is there an option for me here? Oh, I see. Ah, Stepney's. Of course, this one.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
Ah. That's brilliant. Good to know you yep, valued opinions.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
You forgot how to read it. Oh, yeah, that's really tricky. What the heck? That's crazy. It's much. This t-shirt is the best new feature. Okay, so there's just all the... This is the merch. Nothing here? Spooky. Oh, there's a QR code there. Okay. I didn't realize. Thanks, guys. See, this is why streaming is very useful. What is the QR code here for? Alright. StanleyParable2.com. Yo. Welcome to the official website of the Stanley Parable 2, a sequel. Watch our helpful and informative video to learn more about the Stanley Parable and what the journey of becoming a sequel is all about. Hold on, now that I have a link, it's probably not a bad idea to look it up and have a look on stream, hey? Um, oops. Bring the URL that brings up in a browser source. Oh, in a browser source, rather than as a monitor. Okay. I've never thought about doing something like that. Haven't fiddled with that. Yeah. That's usually what I do anyway. There's nothing like scary on my monitor. All right, let's have a look. It's just all the stuff, all the usual stuff. Welcome. Watch our helpful and informative video to learn more about it. Okay, let's find out. Direct YouTube link. Asking you if you're more of a prequel sort of person, check out the Stanley Parable. Step right into the rest of the exhibit, Discord and Twitter. What do these look like? You need to open up like all the tabs of all the stuff. Is this the actual page for it? Yeah, this would be, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yo. Oh, is this like the actual privacy policy? Oh. Hold on. Oh, okay. They're just buttons, but they don't do anything. That's funny. Alright. Let's... almost 10 minutes long.
Say there, Timmy. What's that you're enjoying? Why, it's breakfast, of course. Everyone loves breakfast. But did you know that breakfast is getting a sequel?
Yo, breakfast
That's
sequel.
Right. It's called Lunch. And critics are raving that lunch will be everything breakfast was and more.
Yo,
with a little
I'm
luck,
so hyped for
we
lunch.
may even get a trilogy series out of it.
Ooh.
Say, you know what a sequel is, don't you, Timmy? Why, sequels are the world's way of clinging helplessly to the past. We all want more of the things we love, and we're all afraid of change, which is what makes sequels so popular.
Of course.
New ideas are dangerous, Timmy, and they can lead to early aging. This eager-minded young thinker is just 29 years old. That's why we have sequels, to keep us couched in the familiar and the comfortable. Sequels are the bedrock of a healthy, functional society. And if you look around you, you'll find them everywhere you go. For instance, this man is developing a sequel to the automobile, which we'll call the vertical automobile. It's a useless, impractical invention. And in 2 days' time, the man will be publicly stoned to death for his crimes against gravity.
Okay.
Not all sequels are heretical nonsense, however. Here's the man who invented breathing, which is the sequel to suffocating and dying a slow death.
Wow, nice.
Even your parents are getting a sequel, Timmy.
Oh,
Their
yo.
names are Rob and Jessica, and they'll be taking care of you once your original parents are sent back in time to fight a secret war for the government.
That's
Sequels can be very fashionable. This young woman is wearing 5 shirts at once, which is the sequel to wearing 4 shirts at once. Look at Becky over there, wearing only 2 shirts at once. Get with the times, Becky.
Oh, man.
In fact, there is only one single thing in the world that isn't a sequel. It's this. We don't know what it is or why it exists, but it's the prequel from which all sequels are derived.
Oh, it's like an axiom.
And just like everything else, the Stanley Parable is getting a sequel too.
Okay.
We all know, of course, that it was your favorite game as a child.
Sure,
Don't you
we'll go
remember
with
those
that.
long, lazy afternoons you spent playing the Stanley Parable? Watching your precious youth fritter away hour after hour. We've all wasted our childhoods in one way or another, and you were fortunate enough to get to waste yours on the Stanley Parable.
Yeah, you know what?
But the Stanley Parable came out years
Yes,
ago, and you're
sure.
not a child anymore. You're a man, which is like the sequel to a child. And as a man, you want manly things like taxes and cheating at baseball.
Oh, all right.
You need a man's video game, Timmy.
All right, sure.
And that's why the Stanley Parable 2 will be perfect for you. It's
The
as
man's
manly
game.
as video games
Yo.
can get. And if you don't believe me, let's look at the burly hunk of a man who's responsible for the game. Huh, here he is, hard at work.
Wow,
His name
brilliant.
is Gregory Eightpack, and he's the cutting picture of raw, virile masculinity. Gregory is what we call the ideas guy, and he has the most important role on the team.
This is pretty important.
The ideas guy tirelessly comes up with interesting concepts and then hands them off to the rest of the developers for the relatively simple job of turning those
Oh, yeah, the
concepts
easy part.
into reality. For example, he's the one who picked up the phone and declared, "Someone ought to make a sequel to the Stanley Parable." Good work, Gregory. Go ahead and take the rest of the day off.
Brilliant.
With the hard part out of the way, work on the game can now begin. The game's developers must answer a simple question. What makes a sequel in the first place? Well, it's simple. Sequels are an opportunity to correct the mistakes of their predecessors. We've all made mistakes, and we've all caused harm to someone we love in order to cover up our mistakes. When developing this particular
right.
sequel, it's important to start by thinking, what mistakes did the original Stanley Parable make? Well, first off, most of the pornography in the original game was stolen or pirated, and it's time we paid the licensing fees fair and square.
Okay.
The Stanley Parable was catastrophic for this man named Leroy,
Right.
whose personal information, including home
It's like
address,
frog
social
fractions.
security
Just
number,
like
and bank
he
information
is complete and
all
utter
displayed prominently in
nonsense
multiple
baked into the
locations
game.
throughout the game. Although Leroy's money and identity were stolen, the fact remains that his personal information was the emotional core of the game and absolutely vital to a nuanced understanding of the story. As reparation for the harm we caused him, the sequel will contain a brief and insincere
Oh, of course,
apology to
insincere.
Leroy
Has to
so
be.
deep within the game where it will be difficult to find. Finally, the Stanley Parable made the mistake of leaking too many government secrets about the nature of the Time Wars.
all right.
Without
Too
these
many,
intricate details of specific military tactics, the story is likely to make very little sense. But we've decided to remove them from the sequel in the interest of helping the state's efforts. We'll get to you yet, Time Dracula. Now then, it's time to set about constructing the Stanley Parable 2. Game development is a difficult and complex art.
I thought that was a simple
one
part.
which can only be fully understood by this race of hyper-intelligent child soldiers bred in laboratories.
Oh, brilliant.
They
It's
begin by
what I've
studying
always
the
wanted.
original Stanley Parable. Here it is in its raw, untouched
Uh.
form, a specimen of technological perfection.
Right.
Time to exploit it for profit. We begin by adding jokes. The Stanley Parable was most widely known for its stark lack of humor, bucking all conventional industry wisdom. It was a bold artist statement that its developers stood firmly behind. But in 2022, it's impossible to reach even a single consumer of video games without jokes of some kind.
That's intense.
So very well, jokes it'll be. During its
have to
development,
follow
over
trends?
500
What?
kiloliters of comedy will be
Oh,
funneled
oh.
directly into the core of the Stanley Parable 2, creating jobs for hundreds of machine operators and producing 30,000 tons of pollutant chemical byproduct, which will be pumped directly into local lakes, rivers, and beautiful nature reserves like
Yo,
these
just
all
as
over
it
the
should
country.
be.
Another common complaint of the Stanley Parable is that there wasn't enough gameplay. And so for the sequel, its developers have gone to great lengths to fix this problem.
Alright.
Here we can see gameplay being printed onto sheets.
Yo.
Every video game contains as many as 1,000 sheets of gameplay. And several of the largest games ever made contain close to 1,500. On mobile devices, the gameplay sheets have to be printed smaller. For the Stanley Parable 2, as many as 35 new gameplay sheets are being printed, each of which must be delicately massaged by the hands of a child before being added into the game.
Wow.
This man is stealing gameplay sheets from the factory, which he likely intends to use for a personal project he's been developing
Good
in
on
his
you,
spare
friend.
time.
Personal
A good
projects are
public
good
stoning
for the
will
soul.
cure him of that inclination.
Oh, alright. I guess
Let's
not.
check on Gregory real quick. Ha! Still recovering from a hard day's work. Don't you move a muscle. Next up, it's time to blackmail the press. In a competitive market, blackmailing your local journalist can be one of the most effective methods of creating word-of-mouth
noted.
buzz for
Okay,
your
this is
sequel.
important,
In
guys.
fact,
If you ever wanted to be a
blackmail
game
is the
developer.
currency of social progress. From your neighborhood grocer to the teacher at your school to the man who helps you steal HBO, everyone responds to blackmail.
Everyone
And if
responds to
you've never
blackmail,
done it
right?
before, it's easy to practice at home on your friends and family. Simply follow the instructional pamphlet that your teacher hands
Dang,
out
they're not
at the
giving us an
end of the
example
film.
here.
And
Unfortunate.
finally, there's one last tool at our disposal for making the sequel feel fresh and exciting.
Alright.
And that's packaging the game with collector's edition merchandise.
Ooh.
If you order the Stanley Parable 2, you'll receive this cow's egg.
Oh my.
A single egg will produce over 1,000 cows, which are, of course, the sequel to pigs. And there you have it. Everything there is to know about producing the Stanley Parable 2. Of course, you may know that there is also a game titled The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. So which game is the true sequel to The Stanley Parable? It's an excellent question, Billy. One which the child soldiers have been working round the clock to come up with an answer
Ooh,
to.
what's the answer gonna be?
After many weeks of diligent research,
Yes.
the conclusion they've reached is, who gives a shit? All that matters is that it's more content for you to cram down your insatiable gullet.
That
You
is
don't
all
want
we really
thoughtful
care
and
about as
nuanced
consumers.
answers to
Of
complex
course.
questions, Billy. You just want to eat
Good
bubblegum
point.
and cheated hopscotch. So get out there and consume. Do your civic duty and bully your parents into buying you every version of the Stanley Parable 2 on every platform. Tell your friends to bully their parents as well. It's through community efforts like these that the world comes together in harmony
Oh, how
and connection.
nice.
And it's only through this connection that we'll defeat Time Dracula once and for all. Don't let the time-traveling vampires win. Buy the Stanley Parable 2 and pledge to support all sequels for today, tomorrow, and into the great unknowable beyond.
Ah, poor Billy. I cannot believe this game. Incredible. A work of art, truly. What game brings you out of it to watch a YouTube video on this random website? It's not random, but like this is too good. I don't know how we deserve this. That's so good. I love that Timmy's trying to ignore him, right? 100% of all people breathed died. Yeah, it's an important metric, Reds. It's so much Stanley Parable that I still need to go outside. Yeah, game was teaching us such grass, but it was here. Exactly. Yeah, Frog Fractions is great. Proper marketing is important. Yeah, friends. You want to know the best thing about the video? What is the big cool? What is the big cool thing about the game? This is the entrance, isn't it? Just to get myself reoriented. Oh no, this is the bucket section. The narrator starts off calling the kid Timmy, but oh, it is the same kid. I thought he was just referring to a different, like, hypothetical kid Billy. Okay, right? I didn't catch that. It was actually the same kid. That's funny. Too good. Too good indeed. Oh, is this where we came from? Right, okay, gotcha. That's why it was... Okay, yes. Right, so we had a look at over here and over there. It is, it is. So sad he won't be able to play Stanley Parable 2 because he isn't called Jim. Well, some people have just gotta miss out, you know? Or maybe he can get his name legally changed. Reassurance bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical.
Sure.
That it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game.
Uh-huh.
It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps
That seems nice.
even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be
Ex-
honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually reading the page to be less
Of course.
uncomfortable.
Cut those
Can
corners.
you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution.
All right.
Come on, give it a try.
Oh. That
Can you feel it?
that was
The
intense.
glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding
Wow.
it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
But-
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they?
Yeah.
All this and more.
I don't know if I can
The
handle
Stanley
this.
Parable too.
That's almost too good. I might have to put it back. Wow. There's a lot of pressure here. Alright. We have a
Does anyone
bucket.
give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game?
I-
That really should be an award if it isn't already.
There's like a Twitter where it's like, can you pet the dog? Maybe there should be a Twitter for can you hold the bucket? Handle. Yeah, I don't know. I can't. No matter what I do, I can't seem to put it down, no matter what button I press. It's too much power. It's too much of a bucket. Red is in your orange. A whole new office, yo. You updated ray trace, more of the same, but in a good way sequel to the new features, new content, new ideas. Consistent quality with just the right amount of change. Yo. Bankruptcy. Need the bucket. It's filling that void, yo. The void. The void. Ah, yes, you got the sequel. Okay, so we're got the bucket now. But so there's this thing about the apple. Oh, was there something more died? Okay, no, maybe not. Maybe that was just to trigger the fact that there was going to be an epilogue. All right. So we've went down that way. So exits that way. So I think it's just the infinite hole and this. Do you think the bucket is powerful enough to be alpha? Forget about the noise. Why are we using the noise, a soul-consuming, like, device? Just use the bucket. Like, it fills you with power and energy, and it comes at no cost to your soul. I think this is the solution. K-turn. K-turn. Oh, this is how... This is what Gaius is gonna fight with in episode G. It's gonna be a bucket. Calling it now. Hire me for game theory, man. It's gonna be a bucket. Everyone asking about, oh, but how does the noise exist back then? No, it doesn't. It uses a bucket. Of course. It's so obvious. Okay. The hole. Time depth. Time like infinity. Space like infinity. Distant space-time. Distant past. Distant future. Distant space-time. Right. Great. Opening room. Surrounding area. Depth infinite. Figure 3. Whole entrance. Infinity. Incredible. Infinite chart. Whole depth space. More whole infinity. Science. More. falling. Educational use only. Good to know. Will mildly surprise you. It just keeps going. There's so much hole here.
Stanley,
Oh.
here's an idea that I'm
Oh, my.
truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right.
Oh.
Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Uh-huh. I don't know if I want to enter it. Are you asking me to enter it? Do I enter it? I haven't checked out the exit yet. I know you guys said this is non-linear, but this seems like it's gonna spit me back later. Ah! Okay, he said most of these features are not finished yet, right? Surely this whole
Isn't it wonderful?
isn't complete
One of
yet.
my more ingenious concoctions, if I do
Surely you
say
haven't
so.
finished digging the hole
Now
yet.
then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Non-linear infinite hole falling. This is...
Now,
Oh.
I don't mean to be a bummer,
Uh-huh.
but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
because it's incomplete. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is that what you're telling me? Was my suspicion right?
Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever.
Wow.
Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
You know what?
If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Alright.
Now, I'm very excited to show you
I can
even
probably
more
hop
of
back
my
in, right?
ideas for the sequel. Oh, for heaven. You see?
It's the broom
I was
closet
right.
again.
The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time there than you did before.
What's going on?
Admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me.
I was gonna say though, infinite stairs. They found a way to get around the infinite stairs in Super Mario 64. I don't.
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime.
But I want it to be infinite.
Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability in mind.
Yes.
What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length.
Yeah.
Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top.
Of
And we'll
course.
see if it gets any shorter.
Definition of infinite was about 1 million.
Oh, there it is. The
Ah.
shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot.
Aggressive divot.
How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Oh
Is
dear.
the, teleport button not working?
I pressed it.
You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just
I
a
need
moment
jumps
ago.
again.
Try it again. Still nothing?
Uh-oh.
Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't
wait,
bear to
wait,
be away
wait,
from the
no,
hole.
no.
Now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked
I like the
for.
feeling
It's
of
a win for
falling
everyone.
into
You
the
get to
hole.
be with the hole.
Not just
I
being
get to do
here.
literally anything
Oh,
else.
don't do this to me.
Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity.
Oh dear, this... That's not very nice. Excuse me. Infinite hole ending. That's it. That's an ending. Does that mean? This seems... Oh. This seems a little intense. A little menacing. Oh. Wait, why is he no longer holding the bucket? What about the reassurance? Oh my gosh. I wonder what percentage of players never find this. What? This is incredible. There are so many options. Oh. This is...
My head's stronger. Now you're no longer using up this space of mine. My head's stronger. Now you're no longer.
I'm just curious about how many options there are at this point. Oh my. H. Oh. Oh. Spooky. Hello. This is incredible. This is all we could have ever wanted. Oh! Oh! Hello! That's not at all strange.
Stanley?
Oh!
Stanley?
Hi!
Stanley!
Uh,
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole?
Oh, okay.
From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
Alright. Oh.
Here we are. Go on. Try out
And
something
that's
new.
what the end is. So amazing. Oh man. Oh man. That was incredible. Oh, so do I need to grab the slider achievement to access that door? Because then that's it, and before we head to the exit, isn't it? I think that was everything else, otherwise. Let me check the sign. Mostly infinite hole. You need it? Okay, gotcha. Sliders. Okay, 72. 5. I assume it's just sliders, right? 185.
This story of a man named Stanley. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
It's not just sliders? Ah, it's everything, is it? Okay. Yo, is it all the languages? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Medium. Oh, man, okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Medium. 80. Borderless. 59. 60. It's a lot of options. Okay, so if you don't press apply, then it's fine, I assume. Is that was there anything else? I mean, I don't have the achievement, hey, so... Oh, man. Did I miss maybe one of the 1 to 100s? Like, I didn't go the way. Every possible setting. Okay, so did I go up and down? Okay, let's have a look. 5. Oh man, as in you have to actually confirm it? Like press confirm. These ones you don't have to press confirm, right? But then the one on... Oh, like arrow. Like you have to... Hold on. Like that, okay. What if I hold it? Does holding count? Or does it have to like sit? I'm just gonna tap to be safe, I guess. And then all of these I did do. Oops. Oh, okay, that's it. We got it. We got the achievement. We got it. Alrighty. Brilliant. Thanks, guys. Settings World Champion. Whoop whoop. That's incredible. Alright, sure. Whoop whoop. Alright. Hey yo.
Aha! I can see you've gotten the Settings World Champion achievement. Well done. You've experienced every setting, traveled to all corners of the settings menu. There's nothing you haven't seen. So, just for you, in the
Ooh.
Stanley Parable 2, I'm including an entirely new setting,
Ooh.
something called bumpscosity. What exactly is bumpscosity? Well, I haven't quite figured that part out yet, but I just know that you'll be able to adjust it on some sort of slider, and that it'll be available from the settings menu.
All
I'll
right.
sort the rest of the details out later.
I'm hyped.
I hope you're looking forward to trying out every level of bumpscosity in the Stanley Parable 2.
Alright. Let's do it. He seems very sold on this idea. Alright, I think that's everything then. I'll just double check the sign here. So we've done the jump circle, the map, achievement, the name, the merch, settings world champion, the bucket. Oh, office decorations. I don't think I saw that. Then epilogue, collectibles, and all X. Okay, so office decorations. Did I have a look? Oh no, this section was the office decorations was like through. Oh yeah, like the balloons. Brilliant. I love it. Gotcha. And this is the whole. Yep. If you go. Just before we move on. Alright. Fine. Off we go then. That seems like a lot of good content. Seems like this should be a banger.
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to?
I think
Ready
so.
to move on now?
Okay. Oh my. Ooh.
So, Stanley, what do you think?
Ooh.
Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment.
Okay.
I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Sure.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Yo. Hype.
I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
It's got the hole there, it's got the collectibles.
Yes, this is much better. I feel good about it.
It's got the button,
Here we
the
go.
name button.
Version 2.
The test achievement.
Who am I kidding, Stanley?
Jump circle.
This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up
There's
to
a balloon.
anything.
There's a bucket.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that
Yes.
would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own.
Indeed.
They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up.
Yes, let's.
All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Wow. Yo, it's got that red going on. Can I quit from here? Oh, I can. Okay, let's open the game back. A. Please adjust the slider. Okay, probably about that. Oh! Friends. Like this? They look friendly. Oh. Oh, that's a lot of things. We've got Roman numeral 9. Oh, we've got that. The number 9. Sure. And how about that? Okiboinkle or Scrumtush. I like Scrumtush. Please don't adjust it. Okay. Do you know what time it is? Yes, I sure do. Is the time that it is right now the correct time? I would like to think so. Otherwise, my reality might crumble. What is time anyway? Yes! Where's the slider? Yeah. You like data, right? Sure, I can help. Of course. Gonna recommend quitting out and reopening? Yeah, well. That was a bit more intense. It was less light-hearted than before. Wow, look at this title screen. Incredible. Okay. Let's look inside. Let's take a peek.
This is the
Ooh,
story of
okay.
a man named Stanley.
Off we go.
Stanley worked for
The
a company
balloons.
in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Aha.
Employee number 427's job was simple.
Mm-hmm.
He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
There's the
Something he
two.
would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
We're back. Question mark. Okay, so I've actually got a... I think I'll leave it here for today. There's one thing I'll check in just a moment before I head off. But I think this is a good place to end off for today. It is getting close-ish to bedtime, so I think it'd be a good time to get ready. Got through the rest of the old endings and worked through... I guess the intro of the new content. I don't know. It seems like there might be more stuff to introduce at this point. I don't know if this is like into the new content at this point, considering they're like labeling it Stanley Parable 2, or it's like the confusion ending where it's like it keeps relabeling stuff and it's like still technically one pathway. I don't know. I'm really curious. The one thing I wanted to check was whether or not this is going to still...
But Stanley simply couldn't.
Is this still like completely the same?
To make a decision. What if a crucial
Ah, so this
outcome fell
is...
under
Okay,
his
everything is like now accessible.
He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Okay. Now unlock the new content? Yeah! Okay. Thank you for streaming. No, absolutely. It's always a pleasure. One more just to get a sense for how it works. Okie dokie. Hello there. Good names. Trying that and not seeing new content be like, yes.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Can we interact with the balloons? Hello, bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket
Oh.
tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place
Okay.
to be.
So the bucket is now changes every dialogue choice? Is what I'm getting. I'm like seeing. Huh.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
It's like a gate for the new content. Oh, okay. So it's like if you don't pick it up, you can still access all the old stuff. Ah, but this is like a signal to the game that you want to look at the new stuff.
Truly,
Okay.
being here with the bucket was a grand adventure.
And it's new dialogue for
Stanley reflected on
everything.
all
Yeah.
they'd been through together.
Oh, this is
First,
brilliant.
Walking through the door
This
on
is
the
so
right,
good.
Then walking to the lounge, then arriving at the lounge. What a thrilling journey the bucket had inspired.
Okay.
Perhaps this was where the bucket felt most truly at home. Here in the employee lounge. Perhaps it's the only place a bucket can even feel.
Wow, that's deep.
Stanley decided to just give the bucket absolutely as much time as it needed to be in the lounge. Clearly, the bucket and the employee lounge shared a special connection.
It's brilliant. What is that dragon stage? I'm trying to work out. What is this thing? I don't know if that's all the dialogue lines, you know? Because I think there were like 3 or 4 in the original, so I imagine it's the same.
But finally, the bucket was
Okay.
done being in the lounge, and they took the first open door on their left to get back to business.
Uh-huh.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Voice acted bucket. Oh man. Huh. Oh, I think I've trapped myself here. Well then. Or can I just... Oh, wait, there's...
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley
Yo.
figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of element, Stanley. God knows I've tried.
Oh, okay.
So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Alright.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
So I assume every single ending changes then. Oh, except I guess there isn't one for this one because you don't have the bucket by now, but it's... Alright, I'm excited to see how the bucket changes other endings then. In that case, very excited. This is so dumb! I love it! I'm seeing why people appreciate the bucket so much. Any way you can reach with the bucket. Yeah, gotcha. Gotcha. Oh, we can go back to the window with the bucket. Yo, that's hype. Also, what's up, what's up? There's at least one completely new path that has both bucket and non-bucket endings. Ah, okay. Well, I don't know if the vent needs the bucket, right? So then I could try going there without the bucket. So that's important as well, I suppose. Okay, more than one? Yeah, yeah. So I figure if the event is one, then there could be other openings as well at that point. New content even in the old content tree. Okay, that's exciting then. I guess there's a lot to discover. In that case, then it's like, oh, I can see why then, right? If it's every ending from the original game plus more, then that's more than the amount of endings in the original game, for sure. Okay, well, thanks for letting me know. Thanks for guiding me through some of the little bits and pieces. So, and honestly, just thanks for tuning in today. It's always wonderful having you guys around. Thank you, Coral. It's been like again a long time, so it's really nice to see you around again. Dragon Sage, as always, thanks for being here, and to everyone else who tuned in today as well. Thank you all for being so awesome. So we're gonna leave it here for today. Tomorrow is so I've got. In the morning, I'll probably use the morning to work on the tutorials, the Puyo tutorials, and then I've got a driving lesson, and then I'm not sure what we'll be back with tomorrow, just yet after that, so we'll see. Try to stop by again when I see you online. Yeah, sounds good. Alright, it'll be sometime soon for sure. I'm gonna work through this game probably throughout this week, so it should be a fun time. Yeah, better leave it there and get ready for bed. So, for now, as always, I hope you all have a great rest of the day or night. I love you guys, and I'll see you all next time. Good night.